Calculate the payback period from the following particulars using the traditional method and a discounted payback method. Cost of project rupees 50,000, life period 5 years, cost of capital 10%. So in this problem they give 5 years cash flows. Year 1 5,000, year 2 20,000, year 3 30,000, year 4 30,000 and year 5 10,000. So you take cash flows. First we calculate a traditional payback period, after that we calculate discounted payback period. In this problem, first we calculated standard payback period, later we discuss discounted payback period. So what is the difference between these standard payback period and a discounted payback period? Standard payback period is generally traditional method, and discounted payback period to recognized by the discounted payback period recognized by the time value of money. How to calculate? First we calculate standard payback period. So in this problem, year cash flows, cumulative cash flows. So this is the general format for any payback period. Year 1, cash flows are 5,000, 20,000, 30,000, again 30,000 and 10,000. So this is the cash flows. Now we calculate cumulative cash flows. How to calculate cumulative cash flows? First year same 5,000. Second year 5,000 plus 20,000, 25,000. 25,000 plus 30,000, 55,000. 55,000 plus 30,000, 85,000. 85,000 plus 10,000, 95,000. So this is the cumulative cash flows. So in this problem, investment is 50,000. The 50,000 we reach in the year of third year. And coming to the formula. So this is the payback period, but we want to exact payback period. How to calculate? Year before fully recovered, plus uncovered amount by current year cash flow. Current year cash flow. So in this problem, we get third year fully recovered. Before means second year. 2 plus uncovered amount. So what is the difference between 25,000 and 50,000? 25,000 and 50,000. The difference is 25,000. By uncovered amount. For second year, we get 20,000. Sorry. Third year, we get 30,000. So we take 30,000. If we simplify this one, we get 2 years, 10 months. So this is the standard payback period. Now we calculate discounted payback period. Discounted payback period. Now we take the PV factor values. So in this problem, the discount factor is 10%. Based on 10%, you take PV values. So again, 1 by 1 plus R. 1 divided by 1 plus R. 1 divided by 1 divided by 1.10. First year, $0.909. Second year, 0.826. Third year, 0.751. 683, 0.621. So this is the values. Now we calculate 5,000 into 0.909. 5,000 into 0.909, we get 4,546. 20,000 into 0.826, we get 16,530. Third year, 30,000 into 0.751, we get 22,539. Fourth year, 30,000 into 0.683, we get 20,490. And fifth year, 10,000 into 0.621, we get 6,210. Now we calculate cumulative cash flows, CCF. First year, 4,546, same. Second year, 4,546 plus 16,530, we get 21,076. And third year, 21,076 plus 22,539, we get 43,615. Fourth year, 43,615 plus 20,490, we get 64,105. Finally, fifth year, 6,210 plus 64,105, we get 70,350. Now you calculate payback period. So in this problem, we have investment is 50,000. 50,000 we get fourth year, but we want to exact payback period. So in this problem, the payback period between third and fourth year, but we want to exact payback period. Formula same, year before fully recovered plus uncovered amount by current year cash flow. So year fully covered fourth year before third year, 3 plus 43,615. So 50,000 minus 43,615, we get 6,000. Payback period 3 plus 50,000 minus 43,615, we get 6,385 minus current year cash flow. So current year cash flow, we get 20,490. If you simplify, we get 3.31 years. So this is the calculation of discounted payback period. Consider the following mutual exclusive projects. In this problem, they give 4 projects. Project A, cash outflow at 10,000, cash inflow for first year 6,000, second year 2,000, third year 2,000, and fourth year 12,000. Project B, cash outflow 10,000, first year 2,500, second year 2,500, third year 5,000, and fourth year 7,500. Project C, cash outflow 3,500, cash inflow first year 1,500, second year 2,500, third year 500, and fourth year 5,000. Project D, cash outflow 3,000 rupees, first year 0, second year 0, third year 3,000, and fourth year 6,000. Required, calculate the payback period for each project. Second one, if the standard payback period is 2 years, which project will you select? Will your answer differ if standard payback period is 3 years? Number 3, if the cost of capital is 10%, compute the discounted payback period for each project. Which project will you recommend if the standard payback period is 2 years and payback period may be 3 years? So this is the problem. Based on that problem, first we calculate standard payback period. Later we discuss discounted payback period. B, C, and D. First we calculate traditional technique, traditional payback period. Later we discuss discounted payback period. First project. Here project A, project B, project C, and project D. Yes, 1, 2, 3, 4. So project A, cash flow, cumulative cash flows. Project B, cash flow and cumulative cash flows. Project C, cash flow and cumulative cash flows. And project D, cash flow and cumulative cash flows. Project A, cash flows. First year 6,000, second year 2,000, third year 2,000, and fourth year 12,000. So this is the cash flows for project A. So traditional payback period, first we calculate cumulative cash flows for project A. 6,000, 8,000, 10,000, and 22,000. So in this problem, first we calculate payback period. So investment is 10,000. We can say payback period for project A 3 years. And project B. Project B cash flows are 2,500. Second year 2,500, 5,000 third year, and 7,500. Now calculate cash flows. Cumulative cash flows. 2,500, 5,000, 10,000, and 17,500. So in this case also, payback period 3 years. For project B also, we have payback period 3 years. For project B, we get 3 years. Now we project C. Cash flows are 1,500. Second year 2,500. Third year 500, and the fourth year 5,000. Now we calculate cumulative cash flows. Cumulative cash flows, first year 1,500, 4,000, 4,500, and 9,500. So in this problem, we have payback period, payback period 1 year 9 months, 1 year 9 months. Actually, investment is 3,000. Investment is 3,000. How to calculate for project C? Year before fully recovered, plus uncovered amount by current year cash flow. So fully recovered, we have second year. Before 1 year. 1 plus uncovered amount. So what is the difference between 3,000 and 4,000? 1,000. By second year cash flow, we get 2,500. If you simplify, we get 1 year 9 months. Next, project D. Project D, first year cash flow 0, second year 0, and third year 3,000, and fourth year cash flow 6,000. Cumulative cash flow 0, 0, 3,000, and 9,000. The payback period for project D is 3 years. This is the investment. The investment will come on third year. So that is the payback period for project D. Suppose standard payback period for project A 3 years, project B 3 years, project C 1 year 9 months, and project D 3 years. Suppose standard payback period maybe 2 years, we accept only project C. Suppose standard payback period maybe give 3 years. At that time, we accept all projects. So this is the standard payback period. Now we calculate discounted payback period. Discounted payback period for project A. Same. Here, cash flow, discount factor at 10%, net present cash inflows. net cash flows. Net cash flows. Here 1, 2, 3, 4. The cash flows are first year 5,000. Sorry, first year 6,000. Second year 2,000. Third year 2,000. And fourth year that is 12,000. Fourth year 12,000. Now you calculate discount factor 0.909, 0.826, 0.751, 0.683. So 6,000 into 0.909 we get 6,000 into 0.909 we get 5,454. 2,000 into 0.826 1,652. 2,000 into 0.751 we get 1,502. 12,000 into 0.683 we get 8,196. 8,196. Now we calculate cumulative cash flows. How to calculate cumulative cash flows? That one by one. 5,454 first year. Second year 5,454 plus 1,056, 1,656. We get 7,106. 7,106 plus 1,502, 8,608. And fourth year 8,608 plus 8,196. We get 16,804. Now we calculate payback period. So the payback period is situated between third and fourth years. But we want to exact payback period. You have idea how to calculate payback period. Year before fully recovered plus uncovered amount by current year cash flow. So year before fully recovered, third year plus uncovered amount 10,000 minus 8,600 we get 1,392. By current year cash flow. Current year cash flow is 8,196. If you simplify this one, we get 3.17 years. So this is the discounted payback period for project A. Now we calculate project B. Here cash flows, PV factor at 10%, net cash flows. So here 1, 2, 3, 4. First year cash flow 2,500. Second year cash flow 2,500. Third year cash flow 5,000. And fourth year 7,500. Now we calculate PV factor. First year 0.909, 0.826, 0.751, 0.683. Now we calculate 2,500 into 0.909, we get 2,273. 2,500 into 0.26, we get 2,065. 5,000 into 0.751, we get 3,755. 7,500 into 0.683, we get 5,123. Now we calculate cumulative cash flows. 2,273 plus 2,065, we get 2,273 plus 2,065, we get 4,338. 4,338 plus 3,755, we get 8,073. 8,073 plus 5,123, we get 13,216. The investment is 10,000. The investment is 10,000. So the payback period is between third and fourth year. And coming to the formula, year before fully recovered. So when we recover fully, fourth year. Before means third year. Plus uncovered amount. 10,000 minus 8,073, we get 1,907. By Current year cash flow. Current year cash flow 5,123. If you simplify 1,907 divided by 5,123, we get 3.37 years. This is the payback period for project. Now we calculate project C. Here, cash flow, PV factor at 10%, net cash flows, and the cumulative cash flows. Here, 1, 2, 3, 4. Cash flows 1,500. Second year, 2,500. Third year, 500. Fourth year, 5,000. Now PV factor 0.909, 0.826, 0.751, and 0.683. Now 1,500 into 0.909, we get 1,364. 2,500 into 0.826, we get 2,065. 500 into 0.751, 500 into 0.751, we get 376. 500 into 5,000. 5,000 into 0.683, we get 3,450. Now cumulative cash flows. First year, same 1,364. Second year, 1,364 plus 2,065, we get 3,429. 3,429 plus 376, we get 3,805. 3,805 plus 3,415, we get 7,220. So in this problem, the payback period is between second and third years. Second and third year. Investment is 3,500. The 3,500 is situated between second and third year. So this is the payback period. But we want to exact payback period. Same formula. Year before fully recovered third year, before second year. The difference between 3,500 and 3,429, 71. And third year cash flow 376. If you simplify this one, we get 2.19 years. So this is the project C. Now we calculate project D. Cash flows, discount factor at 10%, 0.909, 0.826, 0.751, 0.680. Net cash flows and the cumulative cash flows. Net cash flows are 0 and 0. 3,000 into 0.751, we get 2,253. And fourth year, 6,000 into 0.683, we get 4,098. Cumulative cash flow 0, 2,253 plus 4,098, we get 6,351. The payback period between third and fourth years. Same year before fully recovered, we recovered fully fourth year. So before 2,253, 3 plus difference between investment and 2,253, we get 747. 747 divided by current year cash flow 4,098. If you simplify this one, 3.18 years. Suppose payback period, standard payback period. If standard discounted payback period 2 years, no one project is selected. Suppose standard discounted payback period maybe 3 years, project C only accepted. Remaining our projects are rejected. Subscribe to my channel and please press the bell icon.